Hello everyone, welcome to the WSO2 ESP5 video tutorial. WSO2 ESP5 consists of three main components: ESP Runtime, ESP Tooling and ESP Analytics. You can use the ESP Tooling component, which is built on top of Eclipse, to develop, debug and deploy your services. And also you can use the ESP Analytics component, which is built on top of the WSO2 Dash product, to trace and monitor your services. So let's go and develop our first Hello World integration service using the WSO2 ESP Tooling component. So once you start the tooling component, so you can go to the Developer Studio main page, where you can see set of integration project types. So for this tutorial I am going to create an ESP solution project. So I'll give the name of this project as Eco ESP project. So in the ESP solution we have four types of projects created by default. First one is the ESP configuration project, then there's a registry resources project, there is a connector exporter project and a composite application project. For this scenario I will be only using ESP config project and a composite application project. Therefore I am deselecting the registry and the connector exporter project. Then you can give your preferred group ID and artifact ID. I'll keep them as it is and click on finish. So once I created this project, it is created two configuration projects. The first one is the ESP project and the next one is the composite application project. Okay, let's go and create a sample proxy service. So I can give the name as Eco Proxy, and I will be creating a custom proxy for this demonstration scenario. So once you click on create, it will create a proxy service like this. So then to create an Eco service you need to include a respond mediator. So it will basically respond or echo back whatever the message it receives from the client. So for the tracing purposes I will add another mediator, log mediator, to the proxy service. So once I add on these two mediators, I am done with my Eco service. So in this case I am going to enable, so in this use case I am going to monitor this service once it is deployed into the ESP. For that I need to enable the tracing of messages for this particular service. Okay, now I have created my proxy service and I have enabled tracing and statistics for the service. Then I need to create a composite application which includes the proxy service which I already created. Okay, now I have created my composite application. Okay, now I have created the composite application and now I am going to the ESP server and start the ESP server. So in this case I have the ESP analytics component and the ESP runtime component. So I will first start the ESP analytics component using this command, and also I need to start the WSO2 ESP runtime component. So before starting the runtime component, I am going to enable the statistics and tracing for this server. To do that, I am going to access. To do that, I am going to open synapse.properties file. So in this file there is a section to enable statistics and tracing. So here you can see we have this mediation flow statistics enable parameter, make it true, and also you can enable the payload collection from this parameter, and also you can enable properties collection by enabling this particular parameter, and also you can enable the statistics collect all parameter, which will make sure that it will collect statistics for all the artifacts irrespective of whether you enable at the artifact level or not. So this is the only configuration I need to do at the ESP runtime. So now the ESP analytics server is already started. Now I am going to start the ESP runtime. So after starting the ESP runtime, I can directly deploy my service to this runtime. Okay, now the server is started, so I will switch back to the ESP tooling component, and I am going to create a new server in the Developer Studio site. So I'll create a remote server because I already started a running ESP instance in my computer. So I can give any host name and server name, and then I need to give the URL of my ESP server. So in this case I am starting this in my own machine. So the URL would be like this: localhost 9443 and carbon. So you can even test the connection to the server by click on the test connection button, and it says server exists. Then I'll start the ESP server from the tooling side. So what we are doing here is we are connecting with the ESP running server from the Developer Studio. So it is showing as started. So now I am going to deploy my composite application to the ESP server. So once I deploy that, if I go to the manage the log of the ESP server, here I can see that my composite application and the artifacts are successfully deployed. Okay, now we have created the artifact and deployed to the server. Then let's try to invoke this particular service through a service client. So in this case, I'll go to the management console of the WSO2 ESP and get the URL of my service. So under the services you can find the echo proxy which we have created. So I will take the WSDL and create a SOAP project in the SOAP UI client. Then now I can send a sample message to this particular service. So the expected result would be I am getting the same message from the ESB server. Okay, so now I got the same message from the server. Let's go to the ESB server. Here you can see there is a log entry with the message we have sent. Okay, so now I am going to show how to debug this particular proxy configuration. So before that I'll show you how the statistics and analytics information are captured in the analytics server. So next I will log into the analytics server. Sorry, it is in 944 port and the ESB Analytics landing page. So here in this Analytics landing page you can see a summary of information regarding your services. So here I have sent a one request and it shows there is a total of one request and one success request. And also you can see I sent the message to the echo proxy and it has one message. So now I can go to the echo proxy by clicking on this particular chart and it will redirect me to the proxy service section. So here you can see there is one request and this is the message flow of this particular proxy service, and also here are the messages received by that particular proxy service. So I'll click on this message and it carries me to this message flow view. So here you can see that message has gone through the echo proxy, and in the echo proxy there is this in sequence, and in the in sequence we have both the log mediator and the response mediator. So if I want to see what is the message comes into the log mediator, I can click on this log mediator and it will show me what is the message before the log mediator and what is the message after the log mediator, and also what are the transport properties which has come to this particular mediator and what are the transport properties going from this particular mediator, and also it has the context properties as well. And also if you maximize this particular flow, you can see the duration and the status of this one of these each and every mediator. So that is the message flow view. Let's go back to the proxy service view. So that particular section will show details about one particular message. In here you can see details about all the messages received to this particular proxy service. For example, if I maximize this view, it will show me the number of invocations and the min the average duration, maximum duration, and the fold count of each and every mediator. Okay, now I am going to demonstrate how we can use the mediation debugger to debug a particular message flow. To do that, I need to start my ESP runtime in the debug mode. So I'll shut down this instance and restart with the -d esp.debug parameter. So this will make sure that the ESP server will start on the debug mode. So while it is starting, I am going to create a debug configuration in the Developer Studio. So we have this new type ESP mediation debugger, and I am going to create one configuration of the ESP mediation debugger. Let's say mediation debugger, and the ports are 9005 and 9006. Okay, so since I have clicked on the debug, the server has started in the debug mode. So here you can see that the server is listening on these two particular ports. Once I click on the debug, it will connect with these ports and start the ESP server. Okay, now I am going to put two breakpoints at these two mediators. Once I put these breakpoints, I need to resend these breakpoints to the ESP server. Okay. Now I have resent the debug points and started the ESP in the debug mode. So now I am going to send a message to this particular proxy service. So the desired outcome should be the mediation flow should stop at that particular breakpoint. Let's send a message. Here you can see once I send the message, it hits the breakpoint and it asks for a perspective switch. So I switch to the debugging perspective. So here you can see the message envelope which has received from this log mediator. So if I hover over this mediator, it will also show the same message which has come to this particular mediator. And also I can see what are the properties in the message context, like what is the to address, what are the message IDs, likewise, and also I can see the properties related to different scopes like the content type, content length, and many other properties. Okay, so now I'll go into the next mediator and the mediation stops at the respond mediator, and also I can see the message here. So then I'll send and the message will be responded to the client. Since we have taken some time, the request has timed out. So let's send another request and we will quickly go through and it will send the response back to the client. Okay, so let's now move on to the analytics server. Now if I go to the analytics server and click on the overview page, I can see there are 7 total requests And also if I click on the echo proxy service, I should see 7 total requests, so I can see what are the messages came to the ESP during the last hour. So here you can see the message latency, and there are 7 messages which has received to the ESP. So that shows how you can use the ESP5 to simply create an echo service and analyze that service, and also debug the service using the ESP runtime, ESP tooling, and ESP analytics components. Thank you for looking into this video, and I will meet you in another video tutorial.